Oh, yeah. I just haven't done the camera yet. There you go. Easter's not for another month, is it? Easter's like the 20th of April. Your mum's bought kids Easter's. Yeah, good luck. Like, they're not going to survive the 6 weeks, are they? From the live editor Discord server, wait for 25.3.1. I don't know how long it will take, as it seems EA have added new protection against quote-unquote cheaters. I highly doubt the new version will be ready today. That's, like, the fact that the live editor version won't be ready today, in theory, is fine. Because I don't necessarily need the live editor today. What I do need is the game just to fucking open vanilla. Then we can actually record. But the game just won't. The game just quite simply won't run. So I need to. Where am I? Where were the save files again? I want to copy the save files for you. Uninstall FC. But what? App data local FC25 settings. Yeah, I can't find the fucking app date. What? I can't find the fucking app data. Folder. Oh, there it is. Local. Yes, what's FC25? Settings. There we go. Copy. I'm just going to make a folder on my desktop. Right, let's uninstall FC25 then. Now let's reinstall FC25. Oh, that's a pain in the friggin' bum hole, isn't it? Apologies for the lack of any sort of actual entertainment so far today. It's going really fucking well. By the time we actually get anything started, I probably could have recorded an entire Formula 1 weekend. Yeah, I stumbled across it, like, just by going to where I thought it might have been. In the user folder. I found it. We are 16% installs, chat. We're getting there. I think phones are cleverer when it comes to the way that they charge, Marcus. Especially iPhones. I wouldn't know what, offhand, if obviously we hadn't discussed any of it so far today, I wouldn't have known off the top of my head what the best charging habits would be for a new laptop. But like I say, if you're not going to be using it for gaming, just for general kind of old school laptop use, content consumption. Offline mode through the EA app is something we haven't tried yet, but I mean we're reinstalling it now anyway. So if after the reinstall it doesn't work, then yeah, we'll try offline mode. Oh no. 57% installed. We're getting there. Annoyingly, it doesn't, in typical EA fashion, it doesn't give you all the information that you want. doesn't give a time remaining. On the queue, in typical FC fashion. Yeah, that's pretty intense, Curtis. Bum, bum, bum. Don't know who my top goal scorer of all time in all saves would be. If there's someone that you think might be a top goal scorer of all time on the channel for me, who do you think it might be? I'm trying to think of someone that has just scored a lot of goals over multiple seasons. Probably that guy from the Youth Academy RTG, right? It's a hell of a question, isn't it, Julio? After 13 years of career mode content, who's the top goal scorer on the channel? Because there may well be players that I've used in multiple saves. Surely it has to be a Cambridge RTG player. But Cambridge, we haven't had a goal scorer. Like, each of the Cambridge RTGs we've done have tended to have different strikers, because Cambridge haven't had like the same striker for 10 years, like Harry Kane at Tottenham or whatever. So it might be someone like Tom Elliott, who would have played 3 RTGs with me, maybe 2 RTGs with me, but wouldn't have scored that many goals. There was that blonde guy in the AFC Chesnoid save is the one that springs to mind, because he just scored a shit ton, but I don't know over how many seasons. It's only like 2 or 3 seasons, wasn't it? But it might be more than that. I imagine it's got to be him. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Would be FC23. FC23, FIFA 23, Youth Academy RTG. I won't be able to tell you what his name is though. That layout feels so very alien right now, doesn't it? Are we downloaded? Ho-ho! We're downloaded as of a minute ago. We won the Prep 35 games won, Jesus Christ. Oh, then I lost the Champions League final to PSG. Whee! Fucking sick. Salihovic, that's it. Faris Salihovic. Is he one of the top goal scorers on the... He's got to be one of the top goal scorers on the channel of all time. Is he the top goal scorer on the channel of all time, though? That is the question. Right, let's see if the game fucking works now, shall we? Oh my lord, what do you know? I think it's working. I think. Don't quote me on it. I've got this so far. Way! It must have just been trying to load the game through the editor somehow. By default, through the EA app. It's taking its fucking time. I'm not going to use the editor at all until it's updated. We'll just have to hope we don't need the editor until it's updated. Which we shouldn't outside of a transfer window now. Remembered the save files. Oh, it's reset everyone's face. Alright. So when the live editor is working again, we will have to go through and redo everyone's little mini picture. That should be the only thing that we need to do, though. Oh, and could need to... Actually, no, the live editor file should remember it, shouldn't it? When the live edit file should remember, like, the change of club names and stuff. So I'd be pretty sure that it's just the mini faces that would need redoing. Everything else should be as was. Right? Yeah? Please? Fuck. So that is going to be RTG S5 3 part 1 or 4 part 1? 4 part 1. Because I can just keep going from where we were. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, to be honest. I've got the previous save files copied still, but we'll only save over RTG and RTG backup 1, but not RTG backup 2. Right, and we're recording again at fucking 2 PM. I swear to God, if it crashes when I go into a game now. I'm gonna fucking cry! Ready, steady, go. Well, that's positive. It's more than we got before. Oh my God! Unbelievable, Jeff. It fucking works. Hooray! Have you not got a Windows button? Oh, it's a Chromebook. Does a Chromebook not use Windows? Does it have its own operating system? Google have its own OS? Chrome OS. Oh. Fair enough. I guess it's like, yeah, Google Power. It's like Android, isn't it? So if you've got like a Google Pixel phone, I imagine you'd have a Chromebook laptop, right? That would be the ecosystem that you'd want to keep all your devices in. If you've got an iPhone, you'd want an iMac. I don't know as anyone has a fucking Windows phone anymore. Is a Windows phone even a thing anymore? Alright, let's play some fucking football, shall we? Cardiff have Ethan Horvath in goal. Perry and G, Jesper Dalland, Will Fish and Joel Bagan is still there, back four as well. Siopis and Wintle in the midfield. Chris Willock, Yaku Mate, who used to be at Reading, but I think is a genuine Cardiff player in real life now as well. Ruben Colwell and Isaac Davis up top. I mean, other than Alex Robertson, I think that's basically still very much... Oh, and Will Fish and Dalland, but obviously they've been with them for a while in this save. It's still a very familiar Cardiff City looking side, isn't it? So, we've gotten great results against them in the past. Let's get great results against them in the present. We'll just check my slider settings, actually. We're all good. It's okay. Mid-tight. Into Brannigan. Ford and Brannigan again. Ref? I was going to say, definitely fell. Advantage played though, and Lee finds Bodie. Bodie? Who's he, mate? Bowie. And Bowie fires wide, unfortunately. Yellow card for Ryan Wintle after 4 minutes is not going to do their midfield partnership any good whatsoever. So if we keep coming central, then we could maybe tempt him into dangling a leg at some point and get himself sent off. Nice little nod into Kelvin there. And now Chuck Ford can get down the wing. Kelvin starting for a tired Coburn. Bowie still available out wide. A couple of changes in defence as well. Busy fixture list, obviously, but that's what we've got the squad depth for. And we are dealing with it well enough, and Mitai is going to deal with everything that Cardiff have thrown at us offensively thus far as well in the opening 7 minutes or so. It should, in theory, be one of the more straightforward games of the season, this, judging by previous records and quality of our team to theirs. But not having a full-strength starting lineup isn't ideal, but still, it's only really in defence that we don't have a relatively representable team. Up top, it's only Josh Coburn that's missing. Does he give a free kick there? He has. I just tried to block the pass. All right, Mate, maybe, to give them a 1-0 lead here. Or Ruben Colwill, perhaps. Or laid it off, it's short, and they've absolutely ballsed it up. My clearance is terrible. That clearance is better. Actually, it's going to stay in play. Ford can't win the header. And they've gotten it down here to Perry and G, and into Ruben Colwill. And he's run straight into the defender. Right, come on then. Shaq, go. There's been some talk that Shaq Ford has not been offering as bigger output as Kelvin. And whilst I would perhaps agree, I fear that it's slightly unfair to judge Ford at this moment in time. Some of Kelvin's performances this season have come through the middle at striker, which Ford's haven't. And B, because we know that Kieran Bowie is so good, I'm sure subconsciously I build the majority of my play on the right-hand side through Kieran Bowie. Because why would I not, when I know that he's as obvious a goal scorer and goal threat as he is? Kelvin, at central striker, gets a goal, which is what he's still in the squad to do, to fill in for Coburn when he's not available, and Ford and or Bowie in either of the other positions too. So that's working well. We're just still not necessarily getting similar figures from our left winger as we are from our right. But obviously they're being employed in different roles. And I'm almost certainly not giving Ford the ball anywhere near as much as Bowie's getting it, or as much as Kelvin did when Kelvin was out wide left. So in terms of touches to minutes played, I'm sure Kelvin last year got a lot more of the ball than Ford has had so far this year. Basically is what I'm saying. Long-windedly. So let's not judge Shakai... Have I got a free kick? Let's not judge Shakai Ford too much too soon. Rangers interested in Poku, are you? Okay, intriguing. Yeah, sorry, I just had to redo your pin because I went offline fucking twice. But blame Jin for that. Jin said I could update my drivers and it wouldn't stop the stream, and it did. It broke it. Brannigan, forward to Ford. Overlapping run coming from Mario Mitai. And then there's Ford again. To be fair, he's gotten an assist now. He might get two, because Bowie could add a second. I turned absolutely the wrong way with the ball. We have not gotten a second. I wait to turn to be parallel with the goal, and almost ended up back pointing towards my own goal before then having the shot. Body position was not right for a decent effort on goal. Grimes with a lovely tackle there. A fair one. Obviously, they will not like Matt Grimes at Cardiff City, being a former Swansea man. That's terrible from Mate. Won the ball back very well, and then has just needlessly given it away. But there's a lot of that going around at the minute, seemingly. How's it, Davies? We'll have. We won't have. We will have. Gooch into Bowie and back. Bowie's gone again. Tommy Lee looked from over the top. He's brought it down really well. He's getting away from Bacon here. Joel Bacon can't deal with it. Kelvin, you are offside. Smashed off the post. Wouldn't have counted if it had gone in anyway. Did we win that? I don't know. Definitely won that one. Haven't aimed it very well. Kelvin trying to get there. Davies, option out wide. Mate played in. Good deflection off the defender, but it falls to Ruben Colwill. Lovely little flick to Wintle. First time effort. Not very good from Chris Willock at all. For 1-2 maybe? Actually, there's the runner inside. Matt Grimes getting forward. Wintle lucky there. I said we might be able to tempt him into making a lunge. He certainly did. But I think he must just have gotten some of the ball. Bowie. Got some of the ball again there, the defender. What are you telling me now? Phone. Okay. Not a problem. Someone keeps trying to hack into my business email, which is really kind of them. So I'm very wary of any emails I get at the minute. Nice little flick. A nice interception. And forward we come. Kelvin showed some good strength and then apparently used it all up. Held in Matt Grimes. Oh, shame about the turn. That was weird. Oh, that was a much better turn. Isaac Davies, Ruben Colwill, Chris Willett loses it. Mitai. Ugh. Supposed to go to the bloody centre mid. He's going to score now, aren't they? No. Up. Brannigan used Mitai. The forward can stay on side, which he didn't do. Need those damn emails. I've got two-factor authentication on, and they're not getting past the first factor of authentication, obviously, but they just keep bombarding me with, like, here's your verification code. Emails. Because they're trying to reset my password. We need the verification code and my Google authentication code. Which, guess what? You're not going to fucking get. So just leave me alone. Changed my password 2 times and they still just keep barraging it. So Grimes, great ball into forward. Oh, I wasn't sure what the defender was doing there. What he was doing. Oh! He was affording me the space to get in behind. That should have been 2-0. And Ford, typically, Ford and Kelvin are linking up very well in this game. And they could have 2 goals and or 2 assists each if that had ended up in the back of the net. It was a brilliant save by Horvath down low. We lead by just 1, but the lead is very much just at the moment. This is the most comfortable I've felt with this side all season so far, so that's a positive. Could very much do with the 3 points. Oh, is it League Cup final this Sunday? Hey, Frank. What's the story, Mr. Frank? For some reason, YouTube live chat isn't working on YouTube, but it is on Restream. Just logical things. Partially, Jordan, yes. Fix enough to be able to record. Although we're now going to be able to record significantly less throughout the course of the day than I would have liked. Gooch into Tommy Lee. Inside to Brannigan. Drop the shoulder. What? See you later, Sunshine. And look for Kelvin. Great balls. Forced him a little bit too far wide than I might have wanted to. Ford will look to deliver this, though. And if Bowie can nod this down, we won't have a chance. Yeah, Australian Grand Prix weekend this weekend. Willock. Oh, nicely done by Tommy Lee. Love those little back heel tackles, so to speak. That's a brilliant ball to Bowie as well. That's the sort of ball that got us a very important result last season against Huddersfield. Not able to replicate the end product here with a goal for Kieran Bowie, but Tommy Lee is very good at playing those sorts of balls, and those incisive passes do make a big difference throughout the course of the full season. Oh, and if I'd have played that pass a bit quicker, maybe we could have gotten ourselves in for a second again, but Cardiff are not up to scratch here, but we haven't been thus far this season either, so it's refreshing to be the side that are actually decent against the side that are actually, surprisingly, worse than even we've been so far this year, which is not something I thought was possible, actually. We hadn't played badly this season, but we really hadn't played well this season either. Forward to Kelvin again. And he just can't keep hold of it. Make changes. Bring Wadsworth on. Brannigan. F1 watch along, yeah, good luck. Well up mid-tight. Brannigan to Tommy Lee. Is that the same man that got the yellow earlier? No, I don't think so. Unfortunately, it's their captain and left back, I want to say. No, Bagan's playing left back, isn't he? It's Manolis Stiopis, their other CDM. So now both CDMs are on yellow cards for Cardiff, which is really not ideal for them. A quick 1-2 with Fitz here, and Kelvin could wind up for a shot from distance. I mean, that's a foul as well, isn't it? Ref can confirm he got none of the ball and 3/4 of Kelvin there. All right, fair enough. Referee says no foul. That was a worse challenge than either of the ones that led to bookings for their 2 centimetres earlier in the game. Grimes to find Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee looking for Gabe Wadsworth over here. Now then, that's Wintle getting sent off for a second yellow card this time instead. They just don't use their heads, do they? Bye, pal. Second yellow. Toodaloo. They are down to 10. And if Manolis keeps doing the same as well, then they might be down to 9 in the not too distant future too. And the 1-2 again. And Grimes will look for Kelvin. Kelvin will spin, and it wasn't that difficult a save to make for Horvath actually in the end, but Grimes will deliver the set piece, and maybe we can get to this for a headed effort, or to that for a knockdown. Neither. Keep it in play. Well done, Grimes. Just powering up the pass there to man on the edge of the box. And now actually I'm in a bit of trouble. We don't want to concede to 10 men when we've only got a 1-goal lead, thank you, but there's going to be the opportunity to play him offside. Well stepped. Ashford out wide though. Here's Bagan now. Tell me from the free kick that they went down to 10 men. They might end up equalising in that same passage of play. It was a much more simple pass to play than I think the defender made out. Bowie, Tommy Lee, well held. Little 1-2. Bowie again. He's in. Bagan stepped and got his positional sense wrong. Fucking hell, Kelvin, you are shit. I'm not going to be live this weekend. We're going to be live every weekday, but I'm not live Saturday or Sunday. Oh, it's a great ball. Ashford in the box. That's a brilliant block. Oh, and space. Please tell me the ball makes it. Oh, are you kidding me? So much room. And it just played by the defender, or whoever it was that played the ball forward, way too close to the opposing man. That should have been a very simple through ball to send Shaq Ford clean in behind. Matt Grimes has had an indifferent game. At times, he's still as good as he ever was. And at times, he's making mistakes. He's not as sharp in possession as he was, is the thing I'm noticing. Before, he was able to turn... Don't you give a foul? I thought the referee was running over to give a foul then. At times, Grimes is a little sluggish in the turn, as if. Good save. Bloody hell. So, I might be tempted. I might be drawn into replacing Matt Grimes in January. But it all depends on if we can find the right player. And obviously if we've got the finances to be able to afford said right player. But it's definitely something I'm considering now. Whereas previously it wasn't necessarily part of the plan. Although I could just play Clark Adore there. And Clark Adore would definitely do a job for the rest of the season. Just as well as anybody else would. That we could potentially bring in. And then maybe we'd have a bit more money in the summer to bring in someone that's even better than someone we might be able to bring in January. All told though, just not necessarily playing that well right now. See, Grimes does really well there to win it back. And then on occasion I've tried to do a quick turn like this and it hasn't worked. But he has done it quite well there. I'm torn at the moment, I don't know what to do. Can you tell? Wadsworth out to Mito. Nice turn. Wadsworth there. Nice ball into him actually. And he could go all the way. Or not. Well in Courtney. Grimes arrives. Just pokes it away. Just keep the ball now, surely. Bowie. And back. Tommy Lee. Grimes. How long's added on, ref? Not too much, I hope. And then in front of Wadsworth. 1-2. Kelvin around the corner. Kinda. Oh, what a challenge, Will Fish. Home fans screaming for a pen, but that was just one of the best tackles we've seen by an opposing defender all season. But there's the final whistle. We don't need the second goal. A 1-0 slim margin of victory, but at this moment in time, with the season start we've had, a win's a win. And a clean sheet is very welcome as well. So we'll take the 3 points. That should rise us up the table a little bit at this early stage of the season. If we can back it up, then we'll be very happy. Mote, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Is it 28? 24877. 24877 gives us 574658. 574658. Afternoonish. How are you, mate? Could have sworn we literally addressed that earlier in the day with the yays, but regardless. Lol. Thank you, Ollie, for the 7th month, mate. Appreciate it, dude. We're going to have another set of wages there, aren't we? 249170, 249170, 195. Oh, what's half of that? 97 and a half. What's half of 97 and a half? $48,250. Maybe. 48,750. Fucking close enough. Was there something? There might have been something in here for. There's one for travel costs, but not for. Shirt sales. So it's something we can ask AD to add in, isn't it? So we could just have one for that as well. Another update and inclusion for FC26's realistic RTG. So I might as well look through them because you're shit. You're also probably going to end up being shit, aren't you? Really? All right, Germany's decent. Fucking hell. Germany could be decent. Which ones did we say we were playing? Oh my god. We're going to play Cardiff Derby and then Stoke, I think, wasn't it? West Brom and Stoke are right there. So, yeah, just sim the home one. Next game is Bolton at home, so we'll sim this one. You'll notice that Stevenson's up to 73, Mitai 75, well, that might have happened in the last episode. Coburn 75 now as well, which is nice. Good to see continual growth from the team. Kelvin perhaps unlucky not to be in the starting lineup again, but I mean, Coburn is better than Kelvin, ultimately. Radanovic, Douglas, Cogley, Toll, Almeida, Santos and Forrester, Williams, Kumbeni, Dempsey, Thomason, Adebayejo and McAtee in Bolton's starting lineup here. Bradford versus Bolton is Yorkshire versus Lancashire. Hopefully it's one where the home team and the home nation, home county come out on top. I don't know why I said nation. Go on, Josh. Ooh. I don't know, Willem. Maybe. Good build-up play. Carnival de Paris, isn't it, Alex? Josh Coburn! City! Josh Coburn. I've just been whistling Carnival de Paris because it got stuck in someone in chat's head. So we were whistling it again just to reiterate it. A light injury for Josh Coburn. No, please. If it's just a light injury, he can continue. And then we get to whistle Carnival de Paris all over again because Coburn scored. And he had a go at doing it twice. We're in. Yeah, he's shaking the knockoff already. He's fine. It's not the McAtee. How can you tell? have Bolton got their own McAtee, and it's more than likely going to be that McAtee. Bowie, Coburn, post. Close. Can't get much closer. But Woodwork struck. Now Bolton up the other end. Force a save out the keeper. This one's not done yet. Still only 1-0. 1-0 was enough against Cardiff. But it might not be here against Bolton. Oh, it's John, not James, is it? They might well be related, yeah. Nice little return ball down the line. Inside. Brannigan. Oh, good move. I'm going to make a change. Coburn. That's weird. It says that his fitness there is low. He hits the side netting. And then I go to make a change. And, oh, there you go. And now it's actually giving me updated fitness figures. That was odd. We'll just replace legs rather than quality. And we'll see if we can see this through. Back-to-back 1-0 wins. Now a light injury for Kieran Bowie. Oh, good! Back-to-back 1-0 wins would be pretty impressive considering the season we've had so far. Oh, hello! No, let me take this. It's not really shooting territory, but it's Cameron Brannigan. So you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to have a go. For a 2-0 lead and win. Well, I couldn't have got much closer. Keeper's done particularly well to get to that. Back to the sim. Let's see if we can finish at 1-0, please. And also pray that Coburn and Bowie aren't injured longer term with those light injuries that sometimes can be broken bloody toes. Final whistle sounds. It is indeed back-to-back 1-0 wins for the Bantams. Up the chickens. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me he's out for long. No, he's just bruised his elbow. He's got a sorely elbow. I'm sure he'll be fine. Although he apparently might not be fit for the game against Derby, which isn't ideal. But thankfully it's a game that hopefully we'll be able to win even without Kieran Bowie. Two, 4, 8, 9, 1. It's 5, 7, 4, 9, 8, 2. 5, 7, 4, 9, 8, 2. Yeah, now you've said that, Marcus, I'm going to lose 3-0, aren't I? That's the plan. Oh, I see. The old double bluff. Reverse psychology, I see. I like it. I rate it. Oh, Derby aren't very good, are they? I say that as if my side is massively better when it's really not, but that their team is the sort of the side that we came up with, whereas our team has certainly stepped on, hasn't it now? Yeah, Hira Lennon's doing all right. It's not a world beater, but we didn't sign him to be a world beater now, did we? Hoping to grow him like a good tomato plant. in. Yeah. Derby's team is kind of where ours was when we first came up from League One to the Championship. We've taken a couple of steps on in a number of areas. Their team is not really any different to the side. In fact, I'd probably go as far as to say it's probably worse than it is than when they first got promoted out of League One to the Championship in this save. Josh Vickers in goal, Ryan Nam, Cedric Jaman at centre-back alongside Jake Rooney, Isaac Coates, a couple of regens in there. And Ndenge's still very good. I think he might well have been at Blackburn when we last played against Ndenge. Or was he at Derby? I can't recall. Kane Wilson out on the right. Kenzo Goodmain looks like he's pretty decent, to be fair. Ebo Adams and then Corey Blackett-Taylor with DeJourn Brown up top. Certain Rory McCall on the bench for them. Torres Fornat, Ludwig Lindqvist. Tongue twister. Sonny Bradley on the bench as well. They do like a youth player, don't they? At Derby. Maybe it's because they haven't got any money to buy their own. Or those that they do buy, like Rory McCall, are cheap and average. I can't fucking breathe. Yeah, we should absolutely be winning this game, yeah. Lee. This is probably the sort of game where I should start Wadsworth, really, isn't it? House to Mitai. Mitai out wide towards Ford. Finding him. Coburn is there. Ford's gone again. Go on, Shaq. Go on, Shaq. Oh! 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 Shakai Ford's come alive today. Bradford City 1, Derby 0, and that's all about the creativity of the man on the wing. Cutting inside, dancing past a couple, and then the good movement by Cameron Brannigan to break beyond the line, something that Kelvin didn't seem to want to do in that inside forward role on the far side, stepping in for an injured Kieran Bowie. Cameron Brannigan says, don't worry, I'll do it. And he did. Might help that we're playing against Derby, but regardless, you can only beat what's in front of you, and what's in front of us, we're beating. William Brannigan looking for Kelvin, finding him well. Coburn making the run. Pass is shite. Good. Kane Wilson's done me a little bit there. Mitai trying to get back. Can't get there. Courtney Howes coming across. Courtney Howes does very well. Channeled his inner Bambo Diaby. Brannigan. Brannigan to Mitai. Mitai to Brannigan. Well then. Well, Kelvin, I guess. And then Coburn? Is he on? Yeah. He's finished it too. Alright. This might be a chance to properly recover the goal difference if Derby are going to be this bad. This is just the run of form we needed. And why I didn't overreact at the beginning of the season. We were very aware that we were playing against some good sides. And it wasn't necessarily the kindest part of the fixture list for us. Now we're having some more straightforward fixtures. We are actually starting to get the results. Oh, that's annoying. Although, I might not speak too early, considering we're only 15 minutes into this game. But if that free kick is the quality that Derby are going to produce for the rest of the game, then maybe we are safe with a 2-0 lead. We rose to 16th with the win in the last game against Bolton. Brannigan. Alright. Brannigan and Ford. Coburn's gone. I probably should have played the pass a bit sooner. Lovely dribbling from Ford. Finds Brannigan again in a forward position, who is stumbling his way around. I hit a hand. That is Cameron Brannigan territory. Could go for a quick pass to Tommy Lee. I'm not going to. Obviously, you take the shooting opportunity with Cameron Brannigan in a moment like this. So here's the shooting opportunity with Cameron Brannigan in a moment like this. Oh, I'm trying everything to score. But today isn't Brannigan's day from set pieces. But it has been his day from open play, weirdly. So he's doing it the other way around instead. It's a bit quick, is Corey Blackett-Taylor. And away. And away. And away. Like I say, you try and play a lobbed through ball all the way in behind for them to run onto, and it just plays it short. So annoying. Mid-height. Coburn. Brannigan. Ford. Coburn. He's so quick, Corey Blackett-Taylor. Either that or Goots is not very fast, but I think it's a mixture of both, potentially. Good, mate. Got it out of his feet well. Fitzwater in the way. Fitz is definitely a really solid centre-back alternative. He's not massively highly rated, but he is just solid and good at what he does, which is being a decent defender. Coburn's in maybe for a third here. Just flashes wide of the post, but more goals are coming in this one, surely. Oh, I can't fucking breathe. It is ex-Man United Corey Blackett-Taylor, yes, I think so. Brannigan. Matt Grimes. Use the left back. Build slowly. Pick them apart when the time comes. Like that. Oh, and then run straight into the extra defender like that. Oh, that's not a great ball. Cheers, keeps. Grimes, Brannigan. Oh, I'm so tempted to just give that a whack with Cameron Brannigan from there with a 2-0 lead, but couldn't shake off the attentions of the defender to really find the space to be able to do so. Can I get to that? No, I can get to that one though. Ford. Brannigan. I should have gone to Kelvin. Oh, I should have gone to Kelvin. Alright, stop you running. Read that. Thank you. Kelvin. And Coburn. Lot to do still from here. Oh, was nowhere near where I thought he was going to be over there. Grimes, Brannigan. Still got the chance, potentially. Kelvin looking for Ford. Ford in the box. Drill it across. Ford in the box. Drill it across. Not really building how I envisaged it would, really. Still had the chance, though. Right, corner for us just before half-time. Brannigan delivers. Who's going to get to that first? They are. They are not. They will handball. Dane getting nicely around the corner. Good, main. Lovely little ding. Not going to get there. That would have been awkward. That would have been very awkward. It still could be. It won't. Just going to go for a quick toilet break, chat. Go back in a sec. I've got biscuits too. Yeah, I'll just be live every weekday this week, but I'm not committing to anything in terms of what I'm actually going to be streaming. Just for the remainder of the week, because obviously I don't want to commit to streams and then again be like, I'm feeling too under the weather, I can't stream, etc. Coates, Blackett Taylor, corner. And Dengue delivers. Oh. Well, full marks for effort. He absolutely went for that. Oh. That was rubbish. So was that. Thanks. 2 runners. Coburn the first of. Good. Well, run then, Josh, you fucking brick. Blackett Taylor just loves to run, doesn't he? Christ. The ball to... Oh, he's offside. Grimes. And Lee. Gooch. Kelvin. 2-0 is a more comfortable lead than we've had in either of the previous 2 games, but weirdly, I feel less comfortable in defending it in this one for some reason. Derby, even though they haven't been amazing, have been good enough to have me question whether I can hold on to a 3rd straight clean sheet. Courtney House does very well there, and we'll look for the man down the line, despite not finding him. We will still get to that first. Okay, fair enough. We're nearly at the hour mark. Probably going to make some changes, to be fair. 2-0 is a comfortable enough scoreline. Coburn can come out. To the right, come on. And we'll throw Kelvin at striker. And then we will give Gabe Wadsworth and Odor as well some more first-team football. God, I can't breathe. None yet, Hellers. Need to have a proper look around and see who's where. Taylor, of course, just running around me all the time, as he has done. Oh my lord! Alright, Derby need to calm down. Header off the bloody bar. Elmazuni's not good enough in possession. I want someone that's good with the ball at their feet. Mid-height, Brannigan. Shakai Ford. It's really good dribbling. And Brannigan just trying to find the space for the shot. And we were powering it up then and swinging with the next touch. It's a good ball into Goumet. Good tackle by Courtney Howes. I'll win it back though. Well intercepted. Go on then, Shaq. Off you go. Run. Change direction. Ryan Niam stood firmly in the way, knowing exactly what I was going to do. But no, you don't. On his best Gandalf, you shall not pass impression. And Dengue. Wilson. Oh, I thought it was going to go down the line, so I went for a cheeky lunge. Made me look like a fool. Gabe and Calvin linking up nicely. We'll do it again, actually. Run then, Turrick. Turrick right through the gap. Turrick right. Oh! Doing everything right. 3-0, 3 points. And maybe 3 more places up the league. We've gone from 21st to 16th with the 2 wins that we've put together so far today. We might be higher yet still after this one. Feel better soon, Bert. Come on, City. Come on, City. Good, mate. Nice tackle. Ah. Brown. Wadsworth. And Tyrrell right. Ball back to Gabe. Bit of space. Gabe to Kelvin. Kelvin one way then the other. Tyrrell right around the corner. Could be in for 4 here. Could have been. Still could be. We nearly were. Nod that. Well nodded. Help it round the corner. Gabe Wadsworth. Cameron Brannigan is there. Could have quickly looked for Kelvin, but I don't think it would have worked. Shaq's well positioned though. Oh. Pressing. Pressing for a 4th. 4 would probably flatter us a little bit. I don't think we deserve 4. I don't think Derby deserved to lose by 4. I don't even know what happened there. Brannigan skips away from his man. I've got quite a few to aim for here. What's the betting I don't find any of them? I did find one. Gabe, spin your man. Go on, Gabe, lad. Wadsworth! Keeper makes more good saves. 8 minutes to go. I don't know why it was making me run all the way with Courtney House to try and get to that. Maybe that's why he's always knackered. I have that screen. I imagine that was quite the, like, oh God, oh shit moment, wasn't it, Marcus? When you find out something that you bought actually does something more than you realised it did. It's like a, oh shit. Oh shit, glad to hear that they're alright, Leone. I bet that's fucking scary. Was that in training or in a game? At home in the evening, fuck. That shit's scary, man. Odor. Wadsworth. Nicely done. Kelvin, good footwork. A little bit ambitious to try to play that ball. Just loosely played and intercepted well by Gooch. Looking for Tyrrell right. Kelvin's there. He's going to be on as well because that far fullback played him so. Kelvin makes it 4. Kelvin is definitely doing the job as a stand-in striker and or inside forward, which we thought he would. We just need to nail that winger role. Although Ford has definitely been better today. We've all been better today. We hadn't really played that well all season and now we're winning 3 straight games in a row. So obviously something's clicked somewhere regardless of who's playing in what position. Good, mate. It's good footwork. And Brown. No! Ah! It's a wonderful finish. But we don't get our 3rd straight clean sheet to go with our win. Take nothing away from the finish, though. We've arrived at Pride Park. The chickens came. The chickens clucked. The chickens conquered. And by 4 goals to 1, we will win against Derby County. Should be higher up the table, yet further still, we pray. Heart defect since birth, they think. Oh, well. Heart defects since birth won't stop the anti-vaxxers jumping on it, though, will it? Oh, just travel costs. Is that it? Did we do 891? Here we did. I know, it's quite ridiculous, really, isn't it, Rob? Stoke off 13th. West Brom. Oh, 20th. Unbelievable, Jeff. We're top half. Which one do we play and which one do we sim then? I guess we sim the home one, right? It's the lesser performing team. Remind me after we've finished this. But oh, they're starting Moylan. Look out. Stoke actually got quite a decent team apart from the striker. Oh. I don't really know, Leone. Government funding and regeneration funding, I was told on Twitter, but just because you told something on Twitter doesn't necessarily mean anything, does it? Victor Johansson in goal for Stoke City. They've got a decent team, actually. Angelo Preciado, right back, 76. Charlie Hughes and Ben Wilmot with Eric Buckat at left back. Then Walter Berger and Bosun Lawal in midfield. Not bad at all. 79 and 75. Manhoof at 78. Baden Ho 79. Lazar Amani at 75. But their best striker is 69 rated former Bradford City player, Jack Moylan. They do have 68 Niall Ennis on the bench as well. Some mid-70s players on the bench to call upon too. And Jacobs, who's a regen as well. So, got a decent team here. We are, unbelievably, loftily, 11th in the table. We're top half in the Championship with 3 straight wins. Unreal. Now what, just lose this one and the one against West Brom and end up back down near the relegation zone again. We'll just check that that's okay with you. Being a bit of a bum. 2 secs. We very much didn't want to wake up. Woke himself from a nap and then was like, why am I awake? And just go fucking berserk. So that went well. Mood, yeah, tell me about it. It's just fucking balling. Update details are in the pinned notification at the top of chat. Pinned message at the top of chat on Twitch. Lazar. That's a man hoof. Stoke immediately on the attack, and Moylan tackled, thankfully, in the end. Or ball one back at least, but that's a lovely touch by Bay. Chun-Ho to Moylan. Back to Chun-Ho. Not the most accurate of efforts, but Stoke are on it here. Very much so. Grimes, I'm going to drill that. He'll find Tyrek right. Skips away nicely. Playing in the wet here for the first time since the new update. I don't know whether there was any changes to wet weather gameplay. I don't think there was. There was nearly a change in the scoreline there, but Tyrek Wright's effort just flashes past the post. Wright getting some more game time after his goal, and obviously Coban hasn't recovered for this game, so Bowie's being played at striker now because Kelvin also hasn't recovered for this game in time. Busy fixture list in the lower leagues in England. In the Football League, 46 games a year with just the league is a lot compared to the 38 games that they play in the Premier League. So you do need a bigger squad, but obviously you have less money to have that bigger squad. So it does become quite difficult when you're a smaller team. But at the minute, we have the finances available to us to deal with everything we face in terms of the complexities of a busy fixture list. Heavy touch and a turn inside there from Turek right. Otherwise, we could maybe have set ourselves in a good position to take the lead there. Lazar has been very good with his footwork, Lazar Romani, but
Preciado not so much.
We picked the numbers ourselves, Connor. But I thought if I insinuated that it was sent to me like that, then it might generate a bit more interest or a bit more feedback on socials. It's not necessarily the Premier League teams or Premier League teams as a whole that complain about the amount of games, is it? It's the European playing clubs. Even though, given any break in the calendar whatsoever, they will quite happily take their team across the globe for a friendly. Or complain about all the travelling and then go for like a training break in Dubai. Lee and Brannigan. Oh, eventually gets under control, but it just bobbled. Very hypocritical of the big teams to do that. But they have the power. And Hoof. Oh, okay. Wasn't ready for any of that. Neither was he by the looks of things, although it has stayed in play. Moylan seemed to forget that he had the ball at his feet for a minute there. It was very Jack Moylan-esque. Is that going to stay in play? It is. Got it back. Okay. Oh, Brannigan. That touch was very heavy. Gotten away with it. Into Grimes. Oh, that touch was even heavier. Good. Wet gameplay still just as frustrating as ever then. Big switch. Can Mitai get there? I think I might have hit Manhoof's hand. It did. Play will continue though. If I can just get this inside here and then across there. Turek right. Could be in. 2! Nearly. Give us a 1-0 lead. Good stop by their goalkeeper. Not going to get to that first, so we'll back off a little bit. Well, we're looking dangerous again going forward. But so are Stoke. So I'm not going to get too carried away. And they could be in again here. But Bambo Diaby doing Bambo Diaby things. Gets himself in the way again. He will be a miss, Bambo. I'm sure he can be replaced. Of that, I've no doubt. But that's not to say we won't miss Bambo regardless. Oh, sorry. Big pump. Big head. Brannigan. Challenge. Brannigan. Bowie. Ah, I thought I could just jump past him. Agent Ho. Pocket. Anyway, we'll do. Oh, he's got to it first. Well in. And away. Oh my God, he's lunged at me there. He's very lucky he made contact with the ball, otherwise that was a yellow card all day long. That was rubbish. That wasn't much better. Okay. Drop in quality in the game thus far, in the past 10 in-game minutes or so. Or maybe... Oh, he's offside. Oh, I thought we were in. Huh. Shit. Up we go. Wasn't even in control of Bambo there. It just hit him. It worked. Rhymes to Tommy Lee. Look for Tyrek Wright. We can look for Kieran Bowie, who's offside again. Good. Okay. Bajan Ho. Amani. Well in Bambo. Came out of nowhere there. Big pump looking for Ford. Very nearly found him. He's offside anyway. Sick. Challenge. Up we go. Well won. I'm going to have to turn around here, I think. Could yet find the chance to go 1-0 up before half time. Thanks. Oh my god! Gone. Gotta be. That's a horrible lunge by Bajan Ho. Send him. Send him. Thank you. We see some red cards that aren't red cards sometimes. That one's definitely a red card. Gah! Never want to see a tackle like that ever again. Thank you. Stoke, very deservingly, down to 10 men. Lee. Bowie. Manhoof. Into Moylan. Wide towards Bucket. Stevenson's there, but they've gotten a lucky rebound, and the man free at the back post, and... Well, he was offside, thankfully, but the keeper made the stop nonetheless. Off then the woodwork. And I think we're about to clear the ball. It was not even a close offside. Manhoof was a long way off. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time. I'm going to take Grimes off, who's on a yellow. I want to have it 10 versus 10. And hopefully, now that they've gone down a man, rightly so, we can bring this back into a position where we can win. Christ, what a terrible challenge that was from Bajan Ho. Yeah, Vinnie Jones, definitely Vinnie Jones.
Substitution for Bradford City. Coming off the pitch, number 14, Matt Grimes. Coming onto the pitch, number 12,
Really not very good from Preciado. Mitai. Try again. Lift it, looking for Bowie. Bring it down. Oh! That is what you love to see. The touch, the finish, the ball over the top to set it all off. And within 2.5 minutes of the restart, we've gotten our lead. No, James. Referee strictness is based on fouls, not handballs. No ref sees a handball and lets it go. Boccat. Back to Lazar Amani. He's getting away. You are kidding me. He's given a pen. Right then. I need to see a replay. But I think Tommy Lee won the ball there. I don't even know as I was actually able to make much of that replay. But they've got the pen. And Manhoove buries it. Well, it didn't take long for us to take the lead. It didn't take long for them to equalise. 1-1. And back to where we started. Yeah, default strictness. Brannigan. Just kick that against me there. Lowell. Whips the ball in. Diaby just volleys it clear. To it right. Very nearly able to set Shaq Ford away. Oh my god, they're in. Moylan. Good block by Hiralainen. 10 men come out firing in the second half, same way they did in the first. Except with a man less, but still as much danger it seems. Ben Wilmot, oh, that back heel was brilliant as well. A man who could very easily have given them a 2-1 lead there. If this is brought down well enough by Ford, give ourselves a 2-1 lead here. I get lucky. I get very, very lucky. Oh, such a bad finish. Oh, no. Luck ran out. That was such a bad finish. Anywhere but right at the keeper, and that's 2-1 Bradford. And I've kicked it straight at the keeper. Cheers. Jacobs for Moylan, they made a change up top. Oh, this made any difference there. Hiralainen, Clarkador, Terry Wright making the run into the acres of space that are afforded to him, seemingly, for some reason. Tommy Lee. Oh, brilliant interception by Ben Wilmot. That was vital. Brilliant, Luca. I can't say as I've been wowed by Lucas Stevenson, but it's not like Bradley Halliday wowed us either previously, I suppose. Oh, nearly. Let's put Odor out wide, and then Gabe can come on in the middle. Fuck me. Thank you. Marcador snapping at the heels. Lucas Stevenson does well to get up to that. Tyrek Wright looking early for Bowie. Comfortably picked off. Lucas Stevenson apparently has hurt himself. There's a foul in there as well, apparently. The referee doesn't like me at the minute, I don't think. We've made a couple of changes to try and push on in the final 20 and get the dub. But there has been a lot of Stoke attacking recently. And some very poor passing and or finishing from us recently. Luca Half made the challenge there. That's an early ball. So rather ironic because it went straight to Saxon early. Through the middle for Bowie. And over the top for Clarkador to race onto. Just need to find a teammate now. There's one. Tommy Lee. There's two. Gabe Wadsworth, lovely turn. No strength. Ben Wilmot outmuscles him. Right idea. Just didn't quite get the execution right. Ball back in there too early. And here's Wadsworth. That was meant for Bowie. Didn't go there. And that, well, I was going to say might be the end of that. Oh, it's a terrible ball, Kieran. Please. Oh, I can't get a winner. Stevenson was a free agent, but Jacobs, Amani. Don't even know who had possession or who won it back off who there, but it was just poor all round, I think. They don't. Luke is shaking off that knock as well, which is good news. Longer term. Gabe out to Stevenson. Room for Clark to beat his man. And then send Bowie in behind. And Bowie is in behind. Didn't fancy it on his right. Just didn't fancy it. Come on. Got to find a winner here, please, surely. I would have taken one less goal against Derby for one more goal against Stoke. Doesn't work like that. Wouterberger off for them. Reece Oxford on in their midfield at CDM. And at the moment, that's a CDM partnership that is keeping me out for the remainder of the game. I keep knocking on the door, but I just cannot find a way through for a second time. Four minutes added on at the end of the game. Jacobs delivers a dangerous ball. Early's up to it. Manhoove chasing after it. Don't foul him. That's a great cross. I was going to say, it better be a goal kick because I thought the goalkeeper could have come to get that. Right, come on. It needs to be now. If we're to get a winner, it needs to be now. Luca's on the run. Odor is there. Bowie's going. Oh, I tried to replicate the first goal. Didn't quite come off, unfortunately. Get up, mate, rather than just sitting there on the floor, Gabe. It's a 1-1 draw against the 10 men of Stoke City. The boos, I'm sure, for the referee, but why they're booing the referee, I really don't know, because it absolutely was a red card, thank you very much. So complain as much as you want, home fans. The referee did everything right in that game. We, however, did not do everything right in front of goal. Our winning streak comes to an end, but the unbeaten streak at least continues, and we do stay 11th. Might be making a profit now this season. No, still just a small loss. Icky. Oh yeah, Jalen Mitchell's. Jalen Mitchell. 75 at Lyon. Not bad, eh? No. Yeah, that's what all of the online detectives have deduced, isn't it, Curtis? Who knows, they might just drop a whole album like they did last time. Mason Melliot, wasn't he the one that was at Burnley? Yeah, he's at Nice in this save, 74 rated now. He's on loan at Bradford in real life, I think, isn't he, Mason Melliot? Or am I thinking of someone different? I think of the guy that was at Burnley. Was it Mason Middleton? No. Mason someone. I don't need to customise. No, just plain. Final day of the month, and we'll follow game of the month, and it's West Brom at home. West Brom are having a poor season, actually. Alex Palmer's still in goal for them in this save. Ali McNair, Simmons, Frabota, Diakite, Karaskia, Boateng, Brereton Diaz, Serm, and Josh Madger. We are as strong as we possibly could be with our starting lineup, so you'd like to think we stand a great chance of a result. But we are 1-0 down after 10 minutes to Josh Madger, so we might not get it.
Just like to send a special message to Tony Rankin today. Happy birthday, Tony. Everybody loves you and is thinking about you.
They're in again. Good save. Corner. Cleared. From the corner. Cleared. Go on. The idea is to run towards goal, Josh. Don't know if you've ever played football before. Oh, nice through ball. 2-0 West Brom. Ben Brereton Diaz. Well, we've gone from winning streak to still got the unbeaten streak to neither, it seems. 2-0 down as we approach half-time here, and I don't think it's going to be getting much better, unfortunately, in the second half. We've had a couple of chances, but nothing major. And despite having a fair portion of the game, it seems, I don't think the result's coming. No, it wasn't Dara Costello. It was a young striker from Burnley. Nice ball out wide. It might be in for third here, and they're not. Oh. Josh Madger has ripped the defence apart there. 3-0 West Brom. This kind of counteracts the Derby game, really, doesn't it? So that great goal, well, not great goal difference, but significant improvement to our goal difference we've built up over today's episode. Might be about to be wiped out in one fell swoop. Michael Mellon, that'll be it. Mickey Mellon. Free kick, well, seemingly inside the box, according to that graphic. It's definitely outside the box. 5 minutes to go. Cameron Brannigan territory. We always have a go with these. I've had 2 or 3 attempts today. I haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. I have now. But it's unfortunately just a little bit too little too late. Obviously, it's another stunning Cameron Brannigan goal. And if and when we look for a new midfielder to fill his spot in the 11, I absolutely want someone that can take a free kick just as well as him. Because losing this as a goal-scoring option would be huge. Let alone the long-distance shots that he scores and his general good play. I want someone that can take a free kick exactly like Cameron Brannigan when we replace him. Which won't be too long, really, because he's 32, and whilst he was team of the season last year and is playing well this year, he's not going to last 4 years in the starting lineup, is he? So we are going to need to replace him before we get to the Premier League. That's a frustrating, disappointing draw. We've dropped to 14th. Disappointing results. We've dropped to 14th. Goal difference is now completely nullified at 0. 20 goals scored, 20 goals conceded. And we might even drop further yet still, because Sheffield United could go above us if they just draw their game in hand. Middlesbrough could go above us if they win their game in hand by 3 goals or more. But I think we're pretty safe from relegation this year. Cardiff, Portsmouth and Plymouth, and Derby as well, considering how bad they were against us as well. I think basically it's going to be 3 of those 4 at the bottom that are going to go down. We're going to keep our eyes peeled further up the table. To be fair, we're only 2 points off 9th. And the playoffs are only 6 points away at the minute. So if we can get similar results today, or as today, for the rest of the season, then maybe we might stand a chance of sneaking a playoff spot. Probably not, but I mean, there's no reason why not at the moment, especially with another transfer window to maybe strengthen yet further. So we'll do what we can, but for today's episode, that is the end of the action. Thank you very much for watching. Shame we had to end on a defeat like that after such a positive episode, but it is what it is. We'll try not to do the same tomorrow. We'll try and win everything tomorrow if we possibly can. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Manchester and Liverpool are very close to each other in terms, like, geographically. Not far at all. Uh, 35.8 miles, apparently. But obviously from western Manchester to eastern Liverpool, it would be significantly less. Right, let's save that. RCG S5 for part 2. RTG video for today will have gone live now on the main channel. Yeah, there we go. Just tweet that out. Pardon me. was an F1 video go live earlier today. The first episode of the new season of not new season. First episode of the new season of the Journeyman goes live tomorrow. You made Genoa bankrupt. Yeah, it's not gone that well, Tawonga. How are Coventry doing under Coventry under Lampard are doing really well, right? When did Lampard take over at Cov? Just see they've got their highlights are playing above me at the minute. (2024), so it was last year. November 28th. Oh. Genuinely really well. 9 wins in their last 10 and are now 5th. Beat Stoke, Oxford, Preston, Wednesday, QPR. Lost to Leeds, beat Swansea, beat Watford, beat Blackburn, beat Bristol City. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. 1 win in the last, or 1 defeat in the last 10. 9 wins in the last 10. That's flying. Considering 9 wins in their last 10 means that I presume this is. Does this include? This must include cup games as well, right? So started with a 2-2 draw, then a win, then a defeat, 1 defeat, 2 defeats, 3 defeats, 4 defeat Leeds, 5 defeats. Yeah, so it counts cup games as well. So they were 3, 4, and 4. So it wasn't a great start. 3, 4, and 4, or 3, 4, and 3, and then they just went on a mad run. Three wins, 4 draws, 3 defeats in the league. And then just decided they were going to turn the fuck up. Fair enough. I've just seen Stoke equalise 2-2. Gallagher, Bobby Thomas 90 plus 7. Fucking hell. Up to 5th. Flying, lad, flying. Yeah, Lamps came in temporarily, didn't he? Thank you for the 10 bits, creatures. Appreciate it, dude. Right, I'm just going to go make a quick sandwich, chat, because I haven't eaten so far this afternoon. And then we'll record another episode of the RTG. I shall be with an R and then a B.
Bowley, bowley.
No, she wasn't impressed. She was all curled up asleep on my chair. Sorry, bye. Sebo, thank you for the follow, mate. How will Gary Neville make money out of the regeneration of Old Trafford, Mark? Oh, his hotel. It's the whole. I know they're planning on building a stadium next to Old Trafford and then knocking current Old Trafford down. I didn't realise his hotel would be involved in the regeneration. Are they buying his hotel off him? Surely his hotel would just continue to be in the vicinity. No. They wouldn't buy his hotel off him. I don't think he'd want to sell it. Well, more to the point, especially to Ineos. Especially to Ineos or the Glazers. What are these next games we've got in November? Birmingham, Luton, Sunderland, Preston, Portsmouth. Jade! Thank you very much for the 11th month. Third in a row. There's a website called CM Tracker, which is developed by Aaron Actor as well, which is basically a Sophie for your save. How does that work, Jade? Just Shari. The name rings a bell, Just Shari, but I don't think we've used him. Might have come up against him a couple of times. Arjon Jashari. No, it doesn't look very good though. Could be a Premier League level scout. Right, Birmingham, Luton, Sunderland, Portsmouth, Preston. Portsmouth are relegation zones, we'll sim them. Preston is 17th. So Luton 10th. Or Birmingham 19th. Portsmouth, Birmingham, Preston, Luton. Who was the other one? Birmingham, Preston, Portsmouth. Oh, Sunderland. Sunderland 6th. Right, well, we'll play Sunderland because they're at the bottom end of the playoffs that we're trying to catch. We'll play Sunderland, we'll play Luton, we'll play Preston, and we'll sim Birmingham and Portsmouth. Seems like the most obvious thing to do. Get some names from the chat as well. Millwall managerial position. This is the first offer we've had of another job in our whole time in the save. Upload your save. Works with every game from FIFA 17 onwards, and you can basically browse through the database of players currently in that save. Decent, Jade. We'll perhaps look to use that from 26 onwards. I'll look into it over the summer. Millwall are 2 places above us and a point clear in the league. Get fact. Millwall. Get fact. Alright? Okay. Right, let's record. Oh no, names. Oh yeah, absolutely, Jade. Aaron Aktu's the guy, isn't he? I wouldn't mind his bank account, judging by what he gets on Patreon. But he earns it. Very much so. We thank him profusely for his work. Right. That's weird. Talk about something in the gameplay settings. Probably under game settings, maybe. locked with menu speed, etc. And switching players in game. Where was it? Game settings, gameplay. Switching off the reaction time modifier. Reaction time calibration. When the next player switch indicator is turned on, default, an icon appears over the head of the player who will be switching when pressing LB. Okay, intriguing. I'll try it. I'm curious. And curious. Fucking Nora. Paul will be pointing will be heartbreak. Yeah, after personally vouching for me to go to Millwall. I'm going to be like, sorry, I don't fucking want to go to Millwall. Jude doesn't want to go to Millwall either. We were going to sim Birmingham, weren't we? Birmingham, we were going to sim Birmingham, and we were going to sim Portsmouth, and we'll play the others. They were at either ends of the month as well, actually, weren't they? Yeah, that's handy. Play the three in the middle. All right. Did I update that? I did. No worries, Sam. Best of luck tonight, mate. Welcome back to the realistic road to glory as we look to improve on our current 15th spot in the league. We've been as high as 11th recently, and we'd love to get back there, if not even higher, yet further still if possible. We've games against sides around us again today. We've also games against sides that are significantly higher up in the division than us today as well. Birmingham, Luton, Sunderland, Preston and Portsmouth, as you can see there. Going to sim the first and sim the last, and then play the three in the middle. Luton, Sunderland and Preston will be the three that we play today. Birmingham and Portsmouth are significantly below us in the table, so you'd like to think we can get the job done there, right? So thank you to those who are on the board behind me for your continued support. Guitarist on Wheels, Homer J and Debro. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the board. Thank you for your continued support in the YouTube comment section. We shall hope to channel your support into multiple sets of 3 points today. Allsop Laird, Gravelon, Claro, Longello, Bielik, Leonard, Wright, Ayumu, Keller, who we had on loan at some point in this save at Birmingham, Season 1, I think, and still a highly rated Jay Stansfield up top for Birmingham, who's scoring some goals, but not necessarily enough to keep them away from a relegation scrap at the minute. We're full strength, and hopefully that will show itself by the end in the result. We went on a good run of wins yesterday, then we ended with a draw and a defeat. So let's start with wins today, and keep winning today, please. Golasso and Josh Coburn. Someone mentioned in the comment section recently that they missed me screaming, Tavide! And I get that Coburn doesn't quite have the same ring to it, but he does bag, does our Josh? He does bag regularly. Whether he'll get close to Tavide's 99 goals in a Bradford shirt by the end of his career with us in this save, I don't know. But he's certainly well on the way after, well, at this point, less than a season's worth of games. Obviously, 1-1, yikes. And it's bloody Brandon Kaler as well. So he joined us in January last year, Josh Coburn. Did very well and has led the line really well so far this year too. If he could score again, though, that'd be lovely. Yeah, what are the games? I'm not sure what games are tonight. So look. Fixtures tonight: Champions League, Barcelona, Benfica, Leverkusen, Munich. That's pretty one-sided already. Liverpool, PSG, and Inter Milan, Feyenoord. That's 1-0 Liverpool, isn't it? 5:45 kickoff for Barcelona. Okay, fair enough. That's 3-0 Bayern. Inter Feyenoord. I'm not sure what the aggregate score is. They're 2-0 Inter. And then Barcelona Benfica is 1-0 Barca. Plenty of Championship football tonight. Plenty of League One football tonight. Cambridge win away from home against Blackpool would be lovely. Although, don't see it happening. And then if Bristol Rovers could lose, that'd be great. If Crawley could lose, that'd be great. Birmingham will beat Stevenage, there's no doubt about that. Let's see if we can win here against Birmingham tonight. Oh, BlizzCon's returning next year, is it? Bloody hell. Not heard much of Blizzard since the takeover, to be honest, at all, really. They're in. Stansfield scores. Birmingham leads by 2-1. He just had a feeling when he got played through, and when the ball got played in down wide before they got the assist, that something dangerous was developing. It's developed. Birmingham City lead at Valley Parade. 20 minutes to go. 2026. Changes. Nice. Conk Health. Microsoft have been very hands-off, really. So I guess is what devs want, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be, isn't it? Yeah, Jay Stansford makes it 3. Again, you could just tell sometimes with the way that a move is building that it's going to end in a goal. Well, we wanted to start with wins. We're going to start with a defeat. So if we go defeat into a run of wins now, then it's not that bad. There are significant boos around the ground. I don't think that's really fair. Chase Stansford is a particularly good striker, and evidently good enough to win a game on any day for any team at this level. We know what you offer, Josh. Thank you very much for your continued goal scoring. Intrigued to know who is my top goal scorer at the minute, actually. I think Josh might now have it. Oh, yeah. 7 in 11 in the league, as opposed to the 7 in 13 for Bowie. Coburn has scored in other competitions as well, i.e. 1 in Carabao Cup. He's got 10 total, but obviously we don't count the friendly games. And you might just briefly have noticed there that, yes, I've had a managerial offer. Millwall have offered me £24,000 a week to go and manage there. Now, so Eastleigh's a random selection to Messi. What's off for 97? 48 and a half. 24,250. 24,250. Match tickets. 24,872. 24,872. 574,543. 574,543. Right, that should be us now into profit. 180 grand in profit. Let's go. Look at us go. We are flying. Only for the Spitfires. I'm sure they'd ship to the EU, yeah. Match day. Yeah, we're gonna have to rotate a bit, aren't we? Actually, yeah, no, a little bit. Orange Taylor. Got a 79 rated kilos putter there. Yeah, Mengi's decent. Decent, mate. Do. Hello, Jamie. Barca had 10 men last week, did they? Who got sent for Barca? Yeah. Oh, Kabasi. Yeah, line up just. Luton with only one goalkeeper in their whole squad, actually. Ezequiel Centurion is their man between the six. So 5 back for them. Hashioka, Mooney, Mengi, Anderson and Rojas. Mark McGuinness, Alan Campbell and Shandon Baptiste in the midfield. Then Keane Lewis Potter up top alongside Carlton Morris is not bad. Zach Nelson, Roman Essa, 78 rated Roman Essa, Reece Burke, Jacob Brown, Joe Taylor. Tom Holmes and Romulo is the final man on the list there. We've got a couple of changes, but we're basically as you would expect us to be in most important areas. See, again, busy fixture list, etc. Here at Kenilworth Road, trying to do some damage. You could damage the ground as much as you like, and it would still look exactly the same as it does in real life now. Josh Coburn is in. Defenders committed. Josh Coburn! Thank you! Coburn's goal scoring continues. 1-0. War Thunder in VR. Wow. Yeah, Eastie's next to Southampton, isn't it? Nice tackle. Nice tackle. Lewis Potter. Well in, Tommy Lee. Looking to slot a certain Bowie away. He will now look to get away himself, actually. Oh, Ted and Mengi does well. Mark McGuinness through the gap. Well, Lewis Potter trying to figure out what he wants to do with it. Shooting from there is not really what he should have done with it. Coburn and Brannigan. I mean, I don't really want a red card here because that wasn't a. It's going to be a red, isn't it? Yeah. It wasn't a. Well, I don't think it was a vicious tackle. It was just one of those trying to break up play, cynical fouls. I know it was a. Was quite vicious. All right, red card then. They're taking Carlton Morris off and they're bringing Joe Taylor on. That doesn't necessarily make much sense. Are they going to do the whole thing where, yeah, they moved the centre mid to striker, but then have replaced the striker for the centre mid? Good. All right. Well done, game. Been an issue for Christ knows how many years. Red card for Luton. And we have the opportunity now, with a 1-0 lead already, to see through what hopefully could be a win that sees us rocket back up the table again. They might even be down to bloody 9 men at this rate if they keep tackling like that. That was another very poorly timed one. Ah, nearly. Ooh, Christ. They're not making very good decisions at the minute, Luton Town. At all. Tommy Lee. Oh, well blocked. Not the only one making poor decisions, it seems, although I thought that was a decent idea. Up. Coburn. Nearly. Trying to take advantage of those fullbacks that are pushing a long way forward. Coburn turns the defender. Josh is in again. Oh, but the touch is just a little bit too heavy. Typical wet weather conditions doing it to me again. Challenge, Bob McGuinness. My lord. Not learning their lesson from the aggressive challenges, are they? Little 1-2 here. Bowie could be in. Great challenge by Mengi. Not the first time he's done that today either. That definitely stopped the opportunity for a goal. Whether it stopped the goal itself, I don't know. Trying to get this under control, but can't. 22 minutes in, it's still just the 1-0 at the moment. Oh, Joe Taylor out of his feet well. And the effort wide. Sam, thank you for the 7th month subscribed, mate. Luton moving? Not that I'm aware of, Mark. Tight. Ford. He's going to get away from Hashioka here. The ball back inside. You are offside, aren't you, sir? Yes. Luton are going into a planned new stadium called Power Court. Oh. It's the first I've heard of it. Spending some of that Premier League promotion money. And parachute money. Grimes. Lee. Coburn. Looking for the run of Bowie. Finding the run of Bowie. Ooh. I'm as surprised as you are that the net hasn't rippled there. I fully expected that to be a rather straightforward second goal. Grimes. Oh my god, now Joe Taylor, the man that came on to adjust for the red card. Now he's the one getting close to getting the bloody red himself. Thank you. You tight? Jesus Christ. 25k capacity opening in 2027. Bowie. Back to Gooch. Gooch to Bowie. Bowie needs the runner, Coburn. He made a run I can use that well, actually. Grimes finds Coburn now. Little dink. Oh. It's a nice turn. Nice tackle. Back this way. Space over there. If the ball is right. And it is. Forward under control well. Handball by them, handball by me. They haven't, Tomasi. That's just a more accurate representation of the size of people that go to football games. Power Court. Power Court Stadium. Not sure about that floodlight, to be honest. I guess it's got a bit of character about it. Could be worse, could be United. Yeah, agreed. No worries, Massey. Lost in translation somewhere. Nice tackle. Luca. Not really noticed Hiralainen at the back, have we? Which probably shows how seamlessly he's slotted into the starting lineup, actually. More so than it being a negative. Oh, just as I'd made the decision to make the final turn, I then lose it. Right. Resume. Luton will have to get to the Premier League again for Power Court to be included in FC though. Ashioka. Nice tackle by Hiralainen. And Mitai down the line. Ford. Coburn. Play the 1-2. Come on, Shaq. Coburn. I took my time in figuring out how I wanted to try and take the effort. Got it right in the end. 2-0 we lead. I'm surprised the defenders didn't close me down a bit quicker than that. I'll take it. Double the advantage. Oh, God. I'm feeling it, chat. I'm feeling it. They wanted to play with reduced capacity, well, whilst the rest of it was still being built. If you're doing that to an already existing ground, then fair enough. But if you're building a new ground, I really feel like it's safe to just start playing whilst it's half built. Yeah, like if it's an adjustment to an already existing building that has passed all safety regulations, etc., then that's fair enough. But where is the next Olympics? Is it in Rome? In 2028? Oh, Milan in 2028. Milan Olympics would be sick, to be fair. Tend to go for capital cities, don't they, though? So I'm surprised that it's Milan and not Rome. Oh, 2026 Winter Olympics. Okay. That makes more sense. Milan for the Winter Olympics makes sense. Northern Italy, closer to the mountains, etc. LA 2028, you're right, it is in America, isn't it? Really? I've literally just unpaused it for Luton to have another red card. Mark McGuinness. Oh, it's his second yellow for Mark McGuinness. Just talking about the Olympics in live chat. I've unpaused it and he's caught me as I've unpaused it. Luton down to 9 men. Not going well for you, lads. Not going well for you at all. You're already 2-0 down, and now you're 2 men down as well. Now watch them equalise. Next to Coburn. I'll tell you what, now that they've got 9 men, I will make changes. I was in Brisbane, is it, in 2032? Back to Australia for the first time since 2002. Oh, Real Madrid played at their training ground when the Bernabeu was being upgraded, did they? I don't remember that. Mitai. Looking for Coburn again through the gap. And it is quite the gap. Well, it's just shit all round. Rojas. Fitzwater, thank you. Come on then. Gooch. Bit of space for Tommy Lee in the middle. Oh, Gabe. Gabe Wadsworth. It's a terrible ball. It's a terrible touch. An assist instead then. No. We will have a third goal though. Bowie makes it 3. I wanted Gabe to score, but the touch was terrible. I mean, to be fair, it's a very good save. Because that wasn't straight at him, it was to his left. And then it's just unlucky. In fact, if anything, look, he's overcorrected at the near post. We've gone back the other way. 3-0. Sorry, Luton. Oh, was it during COVID protocols and lockdown, etc.? That's probably why I didn't see much of it then. Gooch, Lee, Bowie. And the man in the middle just ignored Kelvin. Gabe! He still can't score. Lovely touch by Ador. Wadsworth. Oh, brilliant ball to Bowie. He was offside. Rojas into Mengi. Given away by Mengi. Given away by Wadsworth. On back by Odor. Space over there for Ford. Shackle looked to do the man with the turn. Kicked it against the only defender that stood between me and another goal. Nelson. Oh, overcommitted there. It's offside. Wadsworth. Meant for Tommy. Found Tommy. Looking for Bowie. Not found him. Nice turn by Nelson. He's away. Nice attempted dink. Didn't hit a hand though, apparently. Mind, Nelson's just gone and won it back again. He's single-handedly trying to drag Luton back into this game here, Nelson. Cross could come in. Or a delivery of some sort to someone. I'm going to pump this out wide right. Try and bring it down if I can. Bowie's done really well. And then there's no rest of the defence. Some of the touches in the wet weather are just so stupid. We could have scored 12 goals in this game if it weren't for the dodgy first touches in the rain. This was dry. This would have been another Barnsley 9-0. It really would have been. That hit Ador's hand, so they'll play and continue. Taylor's onside here. Back to Nelson. Who, to be honest to him, I kind of want Nelson to score. He's played so well since coming on. against a team that have 2 more players than outfield than he has available to him. And he's deserved something just for his work ethic and his quality. Kelvin, Bowie, shit. Well in, Kelv. Back heel. Then forward, looking for Gabe. Looking for Bowie. Looking for Gabe. I cannot get this extra fucking goal. Mengi. Taylor. We're going to concede. They've cut me apart there as if my defence was the one that had 2 players missing from it. 3-1. Slight over-celebration, but they have sliced through us there. It's a little bit embarrassing, actually. Not as embarrassing as conceding 2, though. Check the pinned message, Paulie. Rojas. Is that given away? No. Nelson. Oh, God. Well, Nelson's got his goal, and I'm happy for him. Not particularly pleased the fact that we had a 3-0 lead against 9 men, and it's 3-2 now with a couple of minutes to go. Too sure what's been going on with our defence there. It's just where we scored those extra goals, isn't it, really? Please be onside. I can't believe that I'm actually contemplating time wasting at this point in the game. I should have time wasted a bit more. It would be the most embarrassing thing that's happened for a long time on the channel if 9 men Luton come from 3-0 down to take a point. Which thankfully, thanks to Luka Hiralainen, they won't be doing. Oh my God. That would have been so bad. Looking for Kelvin in the middle and... beyond any reasonable doubt, 4-2. And breathe. Bloody hell. Can you imagine? Oh, you wouldn't have never let me live it down. Bradford 4, Luton 2. I think the home fans and the away fans are probably booing. Kelvin's been playing at striker more often than anywhere else, though, Davidenki, so it's a bit unfair to compare his numbers now. You're like an elephant, aren't you, Marcus? You never forget. And his numbers are 3 goals and 2 assists in 8 games in the Championship. To be fair to him, I criticised Shakai Ford for not contributing enough. After 7 games, he had 1 assist in the Championship. And I thought to myself, maybe I'm overusing the right-hand side of the pitch. Maybe I try and use the left-hand side a bit more fairly. Since doing so, guess who's picked himself up 6 assists in 7 games? Shakai Ford. So he's doing the job now. Very much so, and we're pleased with him. Kieran Bowie's still obviously doing his bit. Josh Coburn still doing his bit. And Kelvin utilised better as the inside forward on the right or the striker through the middle as a squad player rather than the starter on the left is getting better numbers for himself as well. We've Sunderland away next. Yeah, definitely good enough for backup now, isn't it? Grimes has declined again. We might need to act on that in January if he's going to keep declining. Don't know why. Just decided he's going to retire, and all of a sudden, at 32, despite still playing it every week, the game's like, no, you're going to be shit now. Fucking this Bolton kid, Job. Wow, 3 regen goalkeepers. It might be because of the coaches. I'll have a look after this game. Or remind me after this game to have a look. Yeah, I don't know why. Because he's still playing every week. Just because he's set to retire doesn't mean he's just losing all of his football ability, does it? Or shouldn't, anyway. Here we are at the Stadium of Light once again. They've got Ruben Clark in goal at 74. Still Pembele at right back. Our former Josh Flint alongside Wamed Omari and Alese at left back. Job is now 83, still here. Daniel 81, still here. Patrick Roberts on the right. Roman Mundle on the left. Adil El-Shish still behind. Wilson Isidore up top. They are decent, Sunderland. They're in the playoffs at the minute. They're the side that we were chasing, actually, I say chasing, when we were on 16 points, the side in the bottom playoff place were Sunderland on 22. That's when we were 6 points off the playoffs, and the closest we've been all save so far to the Championship playoffs. What has happened to that scenario now, after the games we've played since, I don't know, but Sunderland is still going to be good, and we're still going to be in with a shout of doing something this season, I think. If we keep playing the way we've been in the past couple of episodes, we are going to challenge for top half, certainly. And maybe more. Coburn does it again. 10th goal of the season for him. Yes, Davidenko, we just took him out of the team. You can have a budget. You're allowed a budget. James. Just because your budget is 270 doesn't mean you have to spend it all. If you need your wages to be around £100,000 to break even, then have your what's the phrase? Committed spend. Have your committed spend at 100,000. It just means you'd have loads of money left in your wage budget. It doesn't mean you've got to spend it. Just don't spend it. Save the money. I could, Davidenki. I would be apprehensive too, though. It's loose. The pitch is so green and luscious here at the Stadium of Light. I actually thought it was wet gameplay to begin with. I thought it was raining. It's not. It's just a very, very well-maintained pitch, it seems. Which is, well, I guess it's going to get a lot of water, isn't it, in the northeast of England, I suppose. So perhaps we shouldn't be quite so surprised. Isidore has been really good against us previously for Sunderland, so we're going to have to keep a keen eye on him. See, Josh Coburn used to play for local northeast rivals Middlesbrough, so he won't get too much of a warm welcome at the Stadium of Light. Even less so now he's scored to give us a 1-0 lead. Mundell will take the corner here for the Black Cats, and they may have the opportunity to pull themselves level. Al-Shissa's one of their better players, obviously, and he's played well against us previously. That is just straight up pinball, but it goes wide, thankfully. Footwork from Ford, little dink. Get it out wide. 1-2 maybe. Oh, nearly. Would have been beautifully done. Well orchestrated. Just like that, actually. Here's Mundell now. Man in the middle. Two men in the middle. Here comes Patrick Roberts with the header of a lifetime. One of, if not their genuine, lowest rated player in the side at 72. But that was a particularly impressive header from Patrick Roberts. Unchallenged at the back post as he ghosted in. Didn't even know he was there. Rose much higher than Mitai, who wasn't anywhere near him. And that is how good headers could be if they weren't still broken when under pressure. Because if Mitai was a foot further forward, it'd have gone all the way up there. 1-1. Oh, sheesh. I read the term but couldn't get there. It's tight. Well, he's done me. He's done me again. Nearly did it a third time. Pembele. Hand over to Brannigan. Pembele decided he wants to be Messi now. Holy moly. Timothy Pembele is having a really solid game at right back, and so far it's a very dangerous goal scoring threat as well. I appreciate the offer, Ollie, but I'll pass on this occasion. The reason I don't use kit mods is because every time that EA push an update, it breaks the mods, doesn't it? And I don't know how to fix the mods
to make them work with new updates. That's why I don't use kit mods. But over the summer, I'm going to look into learning, I think, so we can use it for next year's RTG.
Brannigan, driven. Just about to try and play Bowie in down the line there, and then he made the darting run inside. That is obviously what he's instructed to do with his inside forward role, but sometimes it is slightly frustrating not to have that extra width on both sides of the pitch. Well in, Luca Hiralainen. And that was meant for Bowie, is actually in the inside channel that I would have preferred to have played him in last time. That's even more annoying. Alesi and Mundle, and now Sheesh with brilliant footwork. Mundle's always got one assist from a good cross. He's not going to have another, but they might still have a second goal. They won't. Well in Bambo. Coburn need the support. That is not it, Chief.
We're all in the same window, Marcus.
Stevenson. Lee. Wide to Stevenson again. Lee. Brannigan. Coburn can make me a good enough run. I could have maybe slotted him in, but playing that in front of Tommy Lee. And then Coburn. Ah. Oh, that's not great. We have won it back. Brannigan, Coburn, lift it. Looking for Bowie, who's going to get there first. It was a decent headed attempt, but Clark adjusts his feet well enough. Could have been similar to Vlahovic's header that flicked over the keeper for Aston Villa against us in the Cup earlier this season, if you cast your mind back. Oh, good block. That needed to be made. Well done, Luca. We weren't able to replicate the sort of finish that we saw from the 87 rated Hiralainen. Hiralainen? 87 rated Vlahovic. Maybe Hiralainen will get to 87 rated for us at some point in this save. Who knows? That'd be great if he did. But at the minute, he's 73 and he's doing a good job. No, that was meant for Cameron Brannigan. Keeps. You. Can't get out in a minute. It is all Sunderland right now. Good tackle by Grimes. Fancy. Put on Luca. Half time. Signing bonuses go into your regular spend tracker, James. Comes out your balance like anything like shirt sales or wages would. Deguvia, thank you very much for the follow, mate. To take Grimes off, I'm going to put Odor in there. Chat. Twitch chat will just had a better chance of getting back to you, Curtis. What do exciting prospects peak at? What's their potential window? I can never remember what the different windows are for each tag.
Substitution for Bradford City. Coming off the pitch, number 14, Matt Grimes.
85 to 89
Pitch, number 12,
is what chat says. Curtis is what Twitch chat says. Tommy Lee looking for the runner Bowie. He's in behind the fullback and he's tackled the centre back. And surely from here, oh, he should have added a second goal. He hasn't. The angle did get very tight, but I was never going to be able to find Coburn, so I had to go solo there. We weren't able to find the goal to make the lead come back. Baby, come back. Neil. Roberts. Does he give a pen? I was just panic. Well, I wasn't panic. All of it was controlled inputs, especially with the block. But I've tried to clear it, and he stepped in for a tackle and nudged him in the back of the bottom of his back. And it's going to be Joe Bellingham from the spot to give Sunderland a 2-1 lead. How costly could that Kieran Bowie miss at the other end prove to be now? Showing great potential is 80 to 85. Exciting prospect 86 to 90. Potential to be special 91 plus. Stevenson nicely through the gap to Tommy Lee. Get away from Mundell. And Brannigan. Looking for Odor. Good. She's great first touch and then burst to get away. Isidore well in Luca. Odor's going to have legs. And Tommy Lee. Aline Al-Shish, Stevenson round the corner. Odor. We will run it. Oh, it's a great ball. Al-Shish to Isidore. It's a great take as well. Good block by Bambo. Still doing the job for us, Bambo Diaby, even though obviously we're destined to lose him. He's committed to the cause, and I appreciate that very much. I don't know how I've spun away from that, but Shaq will keep going. And then look for Coburn. And I probably should have looked for Bowie. Fuck! To make a change, to make a change, to make a change. Don't think so at this moment, no. Oh, I nearly got a toe in there. Ashish has gotten away from Bambo. And he's found Isidore. 3-1 Sunderland. I feel like we deserve that, but he's brutal. Okay. Brannigan and Tommy Lee. Looking for Kelvin, who's off the bench here. Finding Brannigan.
And Shaq. Good footwork from the winger. Tommy Lee found. Not really any option there. Trying to get it to Bowie if I can. Quickly to Kelvin. Kelvin out of his feet. Kelvin somehow still has it. Nowhere to go. Shaq's there. If we can find him. Lovely ball into him. Touches decent enough. Through that gap would have been great. But I think we're going to have to settle for defeat here. Doesn't seem to matter what I do offensively to try and get myself back in the game. Or even when it was 1-1 ahead in the game. It just wasn't working for me. Oh, what a game it could have been. Or how different the game could have been if Bowie had buried that one chance that we did create properly. For a 2-1 lead at the time. Looking for Kelvin here. Looking for the run of Bowie, but I should maybe have gone over the top. I keep thinking it's wet, so I'm not playing lobbed through balls. Because I don't want it to skip away, but it is dry. It's the very luscious, rainforest-esque, grassy pitch is Ekwa off the bench. And away. Hannigan. Odor. Tommy Lee quickly to Bowie. Arriving is Lucas Stevenson. Not bad cross. If it finds the man. Did that hit a hand? It did. Come on. Cameron Brannigan territory. Cam, please, pal. We really need a goal now, mate. I might not have put enough on this. We really need a goal. We're not going to get one. I didn't put enough on it. That hit my hand this time, I think. No, play continues. Brannigan. Tommy Lee. Odor. And Brannigan. From open play instead, maybe. Kelvin can't get it under control. It's not to be. We're going to lose this one. Oh. Arr. Yeah, dynamic potential can kick in though, can't it, Curtis? Odor. Ball back. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. And he's run it off the pitch. The arched back style? I don't know. I don't think so. Haaland doesn't run with an arched back, does he? Runs like a fucking freight train. Lovelace. Well, I would take another goal now just to lessen the deficit. But we're not going to get it because Mari's gotten there ahead of Kieran Bowie. Hey, okay. 3-1 Sunderland is what the final result will be then. Ref, do us a favour, please. Let's go back down the motorway, back to Bradford, and just lick our wounds after this one. Which is what we're going to have to do. Sunderland are in the playoffs, and the playoffs are getting further away from us with results like that, unfortunately. Tommy Lee. Box to box plus plus. Go on, lad. 19 weeks to holding plus. 19 weeks to deep line playmaker plus plus, please. Thank you. Right, we're going to look at Grimes, aren't we? Level down in 7 weeks. It's just going to level down. It's just going to keep plummeting. Got to replace him now. Still probably the best option in there. I think we don't really have an alternative but to replace him, do we? In January. Dropped to 17th in the table now. Eight points above the relegation zone. 10 points off the playoffs. Oh. I need some more meds. Start a flag. Just gonna have a quick toilet break, chat. Back in 2 secs.
Who are our next opponents? It's Preston and Portsmouth. Got to play Preston, really, don't I? Whatever it says on the spreadsheet, James. Right, we're not going to record any more of that episode because I'm going to need to finish very soon. RTG S5 part 1. But we can have a look at a few Matt Grimes potential replacements. Could get, to be fair, it's blank on the spreadsheet. That means there's no prize money for that round. If it's blank like that, that means there's no prize money for that round. But yeah, a shorter term loan, it will be a good idea. Hello? I've seen like 2/3 of Drive to Survive Tomasi yet. Hugo Rakuba, who's loan listed in the save, looks like he could be pretty good. No play styles, but he's definitely an option. Transfer listed CDMs. Toby Collier is transfer listed. He's not really the sort of player that I'm after, though. I want someone that's good technically on the ball. I don't think technically he's good enough. How is he 72 rated? Cipriano is, again, he's all right, but he's not great.
Intercept and pass proven. Again, I want someone that's good on the ball. These guys just aren't good on the ball. Guy looks solid AF, but not very good on the ball. Like what I liked best about Matt Grimes was the fact that he had that first touch trait. Freddie Potts. Freddie Potts on loan, maybe? $75, maybe $76. It's going to be our ceiling by the time we get there. Probably 76. I'm not going to be able to loan anyone from the SP, although these would have to be purchases. I don't think we're going to have many options in a minute. We might have to wait. I think that we'll have better options in the summer. Highest rated player currently is Mitai. $75. Tommy Lee is going to grow in a few weeks' time. Bowie's going to grow to 75 in 2 weeks. 19 weeks for Tommy, though. But if Bowie's going to keep growing again... then we could have a 76 rated player. We might end up only with 75, though. Which would be a shame, but... yeah, I think the guy on loan from Lille is probably the right call, isn't it? I think you're right. I also think you're right with Bowie having 75 potential.
Yeah, Bowie's a big boy. Bowie's a big boy. Right, chat, that will do us for today. I don't know why that's open. I will send you on a raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. Is anyone to raid? Let that refresh. Not really. Alright. I'll be back live again tomorrow, chat, where we will be FCing all day again. We'll be finishing off that episode of the RTG, recording another episode of the RTG, and recording some Journeyman 2 is the plan for Wednesday. And hopefully we should be able to get some F1 in on Thursday and Friday. We'll do what we can. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Appreciate it as ever.